again. Just wanted to walk you through a little bit of section access. You've probably been playing, you look on the community sites online, and you find all this nice little inline stuff where you simply identify the access, the user ID, and some fields you want to try to reduce your data to. We're not going to be playing with no stinking inlines today. That's a little bit of a simple model, isn't it? We need something that's going to be a little bit more robust for us. We want to be able to put our security access into some SQL Server or Oracle database so that we can build that out and maintain it on a much larger scale, because we're not dealing with one or two values. We might be dealing with thousands and thousands. So what I've got is an application that basically has four simple specialties: 110, 320, 340, 501. We won't worry about what the actual data is that we're going to reduce. What I've got in SQL is I've got a table that has my security values, and I've got the basic things that you need in order to do section access. So I've got the access to a user level, I've got the user ID that I'm looking for, and I've got the specialty. So we can build those things out. But what happens when we've got thousands of values that we want someone to get to, those administrators who need to get to everything? Well, what we can do in those cases is simply run a select statement that puts those values and simply iterates through all of the specialty or whatever the value is that we're trying to do our reduce on. If I combine that query with my select query for the table itself, I can get to that access list that gives my internal SA scheduler, my admins, all values, and I simply have to maintain in my table itself the values that I want to narrow it down to. So this user, this DRR, which is my Qlik alias as Dalton Ruhr, has just those specialties. So I can use that query. And what I can do in my code, rather than that inline stuff, is I still have my authorization section, but now rather than doing inlines, I'm trying to load that data. And the beauty of Qlik, of course, is I can just forward any SQL statement. And so that's what I've done. I've tried to select this data. I don't really want this top 1000. That was simply so that I can narrow that down and give you the range that this could be big. I identify these as my loads. If this was just pure like this, I could do load star. Who cares? And so now I've got that as my code. What I've got in the QMC here is a copy of the app so that I don't have to worry about messing myself up. So I copied my app. It's called Security Test 5. I can simply say, hey, let's go publish that data. And what we'll do is we'll just watch as this gets triggered. And you'll see that the task kicked in. It'll take a couple of seconds. And as soon as we have success, I can go look at this app. I can take a look at this Security Test 5 app. I look at my sheet, and you can see that this DRR user is limited to 110 and 320. But maybe we want to make an update. So I can come out to this table. I can grant this user access to something else. So now that that has another value, we can take a look and make sure that that's going to give us what we're looking for. I can see that I have added the 501. I'm going to republish this data just so that you can see on the fly, no strings attached, no trickery, that in fact I am loading from that database table itself. Let me refresh. He's running that task. And as soon as the task completes, we're going to come out to the Security Test 5. I open this up and you can see that my security has changed. So hope you've enjoyed this very quick little video on how to try to tie together section access, but pull that information from a database. For heaven's sake, don't keep using the inline statement once you grasp the basic concept, and don't hesitate to understand that you can use that join statement. So you can do anything you want with unions. You can pull from multiple sources as long as you get a result set back that gives you all of the values that you're looking to. So when you have multiple things you need to reduce, just do a union and pull those things in and kind of hard code access to all for those people that need it.